why don't you just concentrate on one? You should pick if you want to get any better. You should find a simpler sport or subject to learn. These are just some of the things that I hear on a daily basis from friends, family members, teammates, and coaches regarding me being a student athlete. Now, what you call us, of course, depends on where you're from. Folks in the US call us student athletes. People in the UK call us dual career individuals, whilst most people call us indecisive. Now, essentially what we are people who compete in a sport without jeopardizing our academic pursuits. Now, despite sound suggestions from my family and friends regarding my chosen career path, I keep coming back to the question, why should I choose? Why can't I do both? Hi, my name is Farel Wihandoyo, and I'm a student athlete. I've just finished the IB diploma program, and I attended Mentari Intercultural School, Jakarta. A little bit about me, I've been competing and training in triathlon since I was 11 years old, and frankly, it's been a part of me. It's literally the first thing I do when I get up in the morning and the last thing I do before I settle in at home, before I go to bed. Now, for those of you who don't know what a triathlon is a 3-discipline sport. It consists of an open water swim, an aggressive bike race, and a blistering run. Now, there are a lot of distances in the triathlon, but since I'm a junior, I specialize in the sprint distance. The sprint distance consists of a 750-meter open water swim, a 20-kilometer bike course, and a 5-kilometer run. Now, aside from triathlon, I also attend school. I just finished the IB diploma program, which is an internationally accepted qualification for entry into higher education. It's pre-university. It prepares you for university-level subjects and university-level workload. Basically, it's academically demanding. Most of my time I use to do schoolwork and attend to my studies, which frankly I don't have much time to do. That's why in my life, every second counts. Now, it isn't easy balancing between a 3-discipline sport whilst having to do schoolwork, so much so that I had to strike a balance between school and my sport. In the beginning, it wasn't exactly balanced. It was more like juggling. I wasn't exactly used to the fatigue of having to go to practice early in the morning and having to go to school from the morning until the afternoon and then being met with another training session. I struggled. I dozed off a lot in class. I would ask for bathroom breaks, which I didn't exactly go to the bathroom. I just kind of dozed off and took a 5-minute nap inside the bathroom stall. This showed in my performance at school. I would do my math homework in science class. I would do my science homework in English class. And I would just keep going on, and it would then spill into my practice. I would have to do my reports on the car ride home, or I would have to catch up on my math homework in the morning before going to the pool. And what's worse, I would have to watch my econ videos while cycling on my Zwift. Now, as context, my schedule looks a little bit like this. From Mondays to Thursdays, things are kind of the same. Practice starts at about 5, lasts about 1.5 hours. So I have to be awake from like 4. School starts at 7:40 and ends at 3:30, and I have another training session in the afternoon, starts at 4, ends right before it gets dark, and right after I get home, that's where I kind of catch up on schoolwork and do my homework. Now, for Fridays, that's my off day, so I don't exactly do training that day, and the reason I'm doing my off days on Fridays is because school kind of starts a little bit earlier than the other days in the week. And for Saturdays and Sundays, it doesn't go like the song Easy Like Sunday Morning, because my Saturday and Sunday mornings are quite hard. That's where I have my long training sessions. Practice starts early, 5:30, and ends at right before noon. Then on Saturday afternoons is when I have my relaxed time. That's when I hang out with my friends, my family members. But then I can't hang out with them too long because I need to be in bed before 10 because I have another training session in the morning after. And on Sunday afternoons, that's when I catch up on my schoolwork. I can't exactly go anywhere because it's a school night and I have training again in the morning.
Menyimbangkan antara latihan triathlon dan sekolah susah. dan nggak ada waktu untuk bisa main sama temen, nggak ada waktu untuk bisa nongkrong. Kalau emang ada sedikit waktu yang bisa diluangkan, cuman 10 menit, 5 menit, aku pasti akan ambil untuk bisa nongkrong sama teman-teman.
There was a certain point in my life that I was so caught up with training and triathlon that I completely forgot about my commitments in life, what was important in my life, my family and my friends. I was so focused in performing in school, getting the grades and getting the numbers and the speed in triathlon that I completely disregarded my relationships with my best friends, with my mom and dad. I pretty much wrecked my relationship with these special people. But with this tight-packed training regime, with this tight-packed schedule, people ask me, why do you do it? You don't exactly look very happy with all that training, with all that schoolwork. Well, I can't exactly put into words, but I'll try. I love how triathlon makes me feel. I remember my first race back when I was 11. It was a short race, it was a kids triathlon, but I remember it was quite tough for me. When I started to swim, my water sipped into my goggles. I couldn't feel my arms were so heavy. When I got out of the water and got onto the bike, my thighs felt like they were on fire. And once I got off the bike and onto the run, gravity felt 10 times stronger. I kept being pulled to the ground. But after the race, still gasping for air, still breathless, I said to my dad, when's the next one? I completely fell in love with the sport. I love how it makes me feel. The euphoria of finishing something so challenging and being able to improve and get better with every next race. The adrenaline, the heart pumping. It's everything to me. I love it. But triathlon isn't all bad. I've had the opportunity to race and compete and train all across Indonesia and Southeast Asia. I've been able to race all the way from the national games up until an Asian Cup. Now, just recently I had a race in Belitung where I met some of my old teammates from the junior national team. And in the transition area, we were talking and he said to me in Indonesian, he said, "Lu sekolah mulu, lu kapan fokus sama triathlon?" Which roughly translates to, "Man, you've been focusing too much on school, when are you going to train with us?" Now, of course, that does reoccur in my mind a lot, whether I should focus on just school or just triathlon, because two of my teammates went on to go to the SEA Games and one went on to win a medal. Now, this reoccurs, the question does occur in my mind whether I should just focus on one. But then, I remember her, Ina Kaysenhofer. Now, she's a PhD in mathematics, but she is also the Tokyo 2020 Women's Road Race Champion, a gold medalist. She is living example that we can do both. We can perform and achieve at a high level in sport without jeopardizing school. Now, what some people don't realize is that school and sport are two sides of the same coin. They're interconnected, and they actually complement each other. Now, triathlon has taught me many lessons. It's taught me to work hard. It's taught me to be disciplined. But the most important lesson triathlon has taught me is taking it one at a time. It's taught me to be in the present and do what I could do, where I can, and how I could do it. How? Well, I can't be thinking about my bike when I'm swimming, because that way I won't swim fast. I can't be thinking about my run whilst I'm cycling. That way I won't pedal as fast as I should be. Now, by applying this into my daily life, I guess I've been able to kind of manage things better. I was able to do my science homework better. I was able to do my math homework when I should be doing it. And from this, I've been able to not sacrifice my school, not sacrifice my time with my friends, my family, nor have I been sacrificing my time in training for triathlon. Now, looking back at what Ana's been doing and these lessons I've learned through triathlon and implementing it in my daily life in school, I guess it's safe to say that I don't think I'll choose. I don't think I'll choose between school or sport. I'm going to do both. Thank you so much and have a nice day.